definitely athletic, I've noticed. And they sometimes, depending on which nakshatra, sometimes they can like music or they can be really into sports or lifting weights.
Competitive, very competitive.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, a little like too much at times. Like like
extremes with everything. Everything's extreme.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And definitely, I think that they're
clearly we know some Aries.
yeah.
Okay, Taurus.
Taurus.
I don't know much about Tauruses. I know they like
possessive.
Really?
Oh yes.
I don't know any Taurus. I don't think I've ever been with a Taurus.
Oh yeah. I just had to dump a Taurus friend. Totally. Oh my God. I don't change friends really, but I could not. I think she was a less evolved Taurus. But I don't know if Taurus has ever really evolved.
Yeah, that's what even I have found with Taurus moon, Taurus sun, Taurus ascendant. They are slightly less evolved, for sure. You're right.
Yeah, they're more superficial.
Money. They're all about material stuff.
Exactly. And they're more, and if you really talk about deep stuff with them,
they
get you like, hello.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay.
Now, I think it depends because it depends on the nakshatra because we'll go with that because we're just giving it in general, whatever. But I think Tauruses also just tend to be like,
creative. Oh my God. My hairdresser, Taurus. I'm not even kidding you. They are the most creative.
That is true. They're very creative
in the world. Like they have an eye for beauty like no other.
Eye of the bull. What is it?
If you ever need to go for anything, like surgeon, anything, go to a Taurus. Make sure they're a Taurus because they're that good.
Whoa.
All right, Gemini. Okay, Geminis. I have so many Geminis in my circle of friends. And do you guys know a lot of Geminis? I know a million Geminis. I can't get enough of Geminis. I love Geminis, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think they activate my 8th house, and I like my 8th house. So I don't know.
They've got a good sense of humor. They can make us laugh.
They're funny.
Yeah.
Talkative. They love to chat.
And they're really good investigators. A lot of them, like certain nakshatras that come out of Gemini, are really good at investigating.
Yeah.
My neighbor / she's my like one of my good friends here. She's a Gemini Virgo. She is the most like grounded. Like I don't even know how to explain her. I just know that I'm not a Virgo from meeting her and knowing she's a Virgo because I'm totally not her. She's got her stuff together. She's like detail facts. She analyzes everything. Like when I did her chart and stuff, she's like, well, why? What about this? What about this? What about that? You know, she's got that questioning. Like she always detail-oriented picks things. I know I'm kind of going 2 signs, but Geminis also, they're entrepreneurs, big time.
Yes, they're very successful people. I've noticed that with Geminis, for sure.
And because they can test out anything.
They're also flighty. They're very flighty people. So they will say something and they will not follow through, okay?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. So I think it depends on their moon, right? So I think that's how they can be seen.
I think everything depends on the rest of the planet.
A Gemini moon can be flighty, yes.
Yeah, for sure.
But a Gemini ascendant just probably has a lot of ideas.
Yeah, Cancer.
But they are also they're also moody Geminis.
Oh yeah.
Well, they could be two-faced.
Okay.
Yes, they can be two-faced for sure.
Because they can play multiple roles and do multiple things, right?
Cancers. So
I listened to this one guy say something about cancers, and this is so true. I love this guy. He's one of my favorite, he's on Astrology. I don't know if you've ever watched him. He's a tarot reader. His Magic Mike. I love him. I can listen to him.
Astrology. Yeah, African American. He's awesome.
Magic Mike is he makes me laugh every time because he's a Gemini too, and the way he says it, right? And he's a Gemini Capricorn, and he's so great. But I'll say one thing he said about cancers. He's like, they're the people that like handle all of the stuff behind the scenes and don't need any like they're healers, they fix everything, they help everybody, but they don't need like to be the gratitude, like they don't care about getting acknowledged for it in a way. They just truly literally like want to fix things and stuff. And I mean I think my sister's like a double Cancer. She's like that. For sure. They can be harsh too.
Well, you know, maybe I'll play devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
That's okay. You know, Scorpios have bad, you know, traits too, but we're all here to work and grow and learn and, you know. So anyway, the Cancers, I think sometimes they can be a little draining because of they're too emotional, and then they just suck the life, you know, and as much as you want to uplift and, you know, I think they can get stuck in their emotions for too long.
You know, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Cancers,
Cancers,
Aslacia.
get out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cancers can be like that. But I will say, on the other note, they're definitely like they're very like good caregivers. I think they are very nice. They like their home. They're very creative. My sister can create anything and do anything. It's nuts. So I think that's definitely, and they have a lot of friends, and they have like, I don't know. I just think that, and they can be spiritual, mystical. They like water.
Yeah.
I have noticed one thing. Cancers tend to have blue eyes as well. Mostly, if anybody has any planets in Cancer or like in the first house, second house, or moon in Cancer, they tend to have blue eyes. It's like almost a given. Start testing that out. It's kind of crazy.
I know someone who's a Cancer ascendant and who's got moon there, but maybe because he's Indian, he doesn't have blue eyes.
Yeah, true. That could be it. Well, in the U.S., maybe the ones I know. That's interesting, though, to think about that, you know, because if you look at, there's another thing I want to ask you girls about. Don't let me forget. It's called astrocartography. Let's go through these signs real quick.
Astrocartography, yes.
Yeah. So Cancer. Then what's next? Leo.
Leos, they're king. Whether they are poor or they are rich, they just think in their head that they are kings.
And they're funny though. I love Leos.
The Leos, every time that I've met like the most physically attractive woman or, you know, charming man, they were always a Leo.
They have great hair, nice hair.
They are usually one of the most attractive, beautiful signs.
Tauruses are really attractive too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah. Naturally. It's like they can lose or gain weight and they always look gorgeous.
They always look good. Yeah.
It's something within, I think. You know, Venus is their ruling planet. So.
Well, and if you think Rohini, one of the nakshatras, and Rohini's one of the favorite wives of the moon. They say she's always, you know, she's very attractive. Like that was so people that come out of that are very good looking, and then people are jealous of them a lot.
Right.
What else? Okay, so we're on Leo. I would also say about Leo, actors, always. I know a few actors.
Yeah.
Always coming out of Leo.
Yeah.
Purval Falguni, especially. Not so much MAGA. MAGA tends to be more of like business people.
They love attention.
Real estate.
Mothers love attention, yes.
Attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Leo, then what else? Virgo.
Oh, they are just one of my favorite signs. I'm sorry, I have to. They are.
Why? Because I think you are a Capricorn moon.
They're caring, like selfless. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I'll tell you what I think about Virgos. I love them because I'm not. This is like they're analytical. They check
underwear. They will give you their underwear. I had a Virgo friend, and she literally was like, "Do you need underwear?" And I was like, "What?" Like I would never give my underwear to someone. And she opened that like, "Hey, I would give you anything," and it was the most beautiful thing that anyone ever did.
Wow,
that's sweet.
I would say they're just detail, like they figure out details. They're listers. They write lists. They're
Yeah.
like they know that they're good at shit. So what happens is if they start a task, this is a perfect example. Okay, we have there's a garden outside. And Crystal handles all that. They're all into gardening and like natural herbs. I've noticed, especially hosta. When you get some hostas, hosta nakshatra is really into plants and they're really good at gardening. She's like natural green thumbs. And she'll be like, oh, anybody want to water the plants and help me? And I'm like the worst. I don't water plants. It's not my thing. I don't like bugs. I don't like plants. It's just what it is. And you could tell she's like, oh, but she knows like she's going to just do it the best anyway. She wouldn't even want me to do it. She's just like, throwing it out there. But she's so detail oriented. Everything is done. Like she'll go crazy if things aren't done, right? Like
it's a blessing and a curse. A lot of Virgos carry the weight and of that because
they're stressed out over like
perfectionist, and you can't be a perfectionist in this world. You just have to learn to let go.
You could try.
Constantly let go.
Yeah. I love having Virgos in my life though because they like ground me out, in a way. They keep me like.
You're so kind.
Yeah.
True. They try to ground you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's the next sign?
Libra.
Clearly, that's my 12th house. I'm like,
Wow.
Look at us, we're all like silent.
Another really attractive.
So funny. All of us just sat here. We're like,
really attractive sign. My best friend we've been best friends for like 17 years. She's a Libra. I mean, hello. She is the most forgiving, sweet. I don't know.
Really? Because I know some Libras that aren't like that. I know some crude.
She has Virgo. She has a Virgo ascendant.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Dipti, what do you think about Libras?
Well, I have a brother who's Libra ascendant and a sister who's Libra ascendant. I think they're very forgiving.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They're very forgiving, but at the same time, they're in their own world. They're mostly...
They're a little selfish.
Yeah. They're in their own world. They don't want to be selfish. They are not selfish.
No, they don't.
They want to be there for you, but they know that it's their duty to be with themselves first.
Right. Yeah.
So,
At their own terms.
Yes.
I will say I've noticed a lot of them are humanitarian. Like they're into government politics. Like Swati is into. Yeah, Swati ends up being a lot Libra. Like a lot of. Sorry guys, Hillary Clinton's are like Libras a lot. I think personally because I've done a lot of like liberals tend to have a lot of planets in Libra.
Yeah, my son is in Swati.
I was like, you have a son?
I've got that's what even I was wondering.
No, my son's sign in Vedic astrology.
My Saturn, you and I have some planets. My Saturn is Swati in the 12th.
I have Jupiter in Swati in 12th.
Yeah.
Okay. There's something else.
All right, Libra. Then what's after Libra? Then we've got, us. Okay, we don't need to tell what we are. We are what we are.
I think people can already tell.
Secretive, like definitely secretive, but honest. People say Scorpios lie. They don't lie. They choose not to tell you, or they'll tell you the truth to what they need to tell you.
Yeah.
They don't lie, but they hide. They like to keep it a secret.
Right.
They want people to know on their own if they can. And if they can't, then we go like, okay, fine, this is what it is.
Yeah. Don't trust.
We don't like small talk.
No.
Yeah.
We don't like small talk. We're like, hey.
We like sex. Sorry guys, I had to say it. It's true. I mean, we are very sexual people. And that's one of our big things. That's one of our main.
Yeah, but that's how we feel one. That's how we really get to know and understand another person.
Right.
Exactly.
And we feel like, in a way, it's so sacred that, you know, it's like a union. And
It's a meditation.
it's not like we like to own that other person, but in a way, like, we want to be proud of our partners. We look at them and we're like, we like to look up to them, you know, because we'd give anything for our man, right?
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah, bang on.
Yeah, if they're right. If they're like a good guy or a good person.
I mean,
respect.
anything.
And if you get them on your wrong side, then Heidi,
They never will speak to you again. You're done. You will be done. Matter of fact, let me tell you how done what I did. This is kind of crazy. My ex-husband, you guys might know this. My ex-husband is married to my sister, or my friend's sister. My
Yeah.
ex-fiance, I hooked him up with my best friend. They're living in the same community together. That's when I'm done. I'm done. That's like what I do.
You know what?
You know what I mean? And they didn't even do anything bad. They didn't even do anything bad to me at all. It's just like, when I'm done, it's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you want everyone to be happy.
Yeah.
You
right.
want, even if like that happiness is not for you, it doesn't matter. You
Now,
person to
let's change that around. Now, if it's somebody that I liked, it's like hurt me, different story. I'm not going to go set them up with people, right? Like that's obviously. Yeah.
For sure. You know, and the thing that I don't like that they say about Scorpios, you know, that they're revengeful, I don't believe that. We do not, I think we know what it's like to feel really be in a bad place and suffer and you know, how painful.
And we don't want anyone else
we
to
would
go
never want to inflict that on someone.
How
So I understand like revengeful, like, but not the evolved Scorpio. We would rather hurt than hurt someone.
But let's say this.
We hurt ourselves, we bite ourselves at times.
But don't you think that has to do with our Pisces and our moon signs too? Because a double Scorpio, like with all kinds of stuff in there, that could be a different story, you know? And that's where the charts totally can change. Because say you get a bunch of, like a planet with Jace the moon and Mars with, you know, that's going to be a different ball game.
That's true.
Exactly.
Right?
But overall.
Yeah. Right. But I agree with you. And I'll say one other thing is we are not very, like, we're not really forgiving. It's like, we'll be okay with it.
That's true. We hold on.
But it's like we don't forget anything.
We try not to hold on because we know it's not the right thing. And that's why I'm constantly let go.
And we're testers. I test everybody to see if they lie.
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve is lying. What's yours, Dipti? What's yours?
Lying. Yes, lying to me.
Mine is pride. I don't like it when people aren't humble. For me, that's, I don't know, that when people need attention, you know, those kind of people that are constantly like, hey, like that.
See, that's your Capricorn too. I'm really gonna think. I really think we're gonna solve that puzzle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that.
Vanity.
Yeah.
Vanity. Yeah. Like, if you know who you are, you don't need anything from the outside world, you know, and you're connected to God and like you have that love, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need to do 100 selfies. Like, hello.
I know, right? Yeah, you look at any of our profiles, there's like
no selfie.
There's no selfies. Okay. There's no pictures. I hate to use
do you know how I started Facebook?
That's Aquarius all the way.
I had a mentor. She was 70 years old. And she was like, listen, I'm not training you unless you got a Facebook page. And I'm like, what? And she was like, she sold like 50 million a year. in real estate. So that's why I got Facebook. And I go on Facebook once a week because I have to post my real estate stuff and, you know, just be there. But I tell everyone that requests me on Facebook, I'm like, don't hate me. You know, I love you because I'm not liking your stuff. I just don't go on because I don't like spending time like looking at like seriously, like I could be like studying astrology.
Oh, Leos like meat. I don't know what made me think to say that. Leos like meat, steak.
I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm like almost there.
Yeah, I'm vegan.
To eat non-veg, you need it.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the last time I ate meat.
Yeah,
Eggs, yes.
you just feel
Sagittariuses, funny as hell. They have long legs. They're tall sometimes. That's what I do.
Yeah, they're fanatical.
Sometimes they can be religious, very religious.
Very, very spiritual.
Or religious. Depends on like, you know, it depends on the ones like, okay, since I did that conspiracy show and I get a lot of readings from those people, it's crazy because you have to know like which crew it's coming from. And you have to really see the charts because some Sagittariuses are spiritual, some are religious, some just believe in God.
Yeah.
Even a higher purpose. It's just, they do have a higher belief. Just, you know, but if you get a Sagittarius with K2 and Jupiter, that could be somebody that's religious as hell.
Well, that's I have that in my 9th house, Jupiter and K2 conjunct in my Navamsha, in my 9th house of Leo. Because I'm Sagittarius ascendant.
Are you a Sagittarius in Navamsha?
Yeah, Sagittarius ascendant in my Navamsha.
Me too.
You are? Both of you are?
Yeah,
wow.
Venus in the 4th house in Pisces. And have Ketu in Leo, yes.
Oh, wow.
Rahu
Rahu in Aquarius.
Aquarius. And I've got Mars in Scorpio in the 12th house.
Me too!
You serious?
Hold on, let me get the chart.
Saturn in the 10th house.
Huh?
Saturn in the 10th house.
Saturn is the 6th house for me.
Oh, 10th house for me.
My ruler of the 7th is Mercury because our 7th is Gemini in the Navamsha. So, and my ruler of the 7th goes into my 6th.
Same with me, with Sun and Mercury both in 6.
Shut up.
Gosh, that's weird. I gotta pull these charts up.
My Mercury goes in the 6th. It sits with Saturn.
It sits with Sun in my case. It's in Sun in my case.
Sun.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank God Mercury is friendly to almost everyone.
Yeah. And where do you think your Venus is?
In my Navamsha?
Yeah.
In my Navamsha, my Venus and my moon are both in my ascendant in Sagittarius.
I have moon in Sagittarius.
No!
That's crazy, guys.
Oh.
That is nuts.
D to the P, yo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait, Dipti. I wanted to do something really funny for you. Who am I?
I'm just trying to pull up our charts real quick.
Who am I, Dipti?
Lola.
KRS.
Oh, KRS. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, that's funny. Oh yeah, she's been waiting to do that. That's so great.
That is
I don't
funny.
wear those watches anymore. Did you notice?
What?
Dude, come on. Whip them out.
Yeah, we miss those watches. Yeah.
He is so freaking awesome. God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, let's keep going. While I'm finding these charts.
Where are we at now? Capricorn?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Workaholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Business. They mean business.
Yeah.
Capricorn women, I feel like they like men with a lot of money.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Melania Trump has her moon in Capricorn.
Yeah, but she's a Taurus. I think.
She is a Taurus sun.
I think she's a Taurus ascendant too. Maybe Scorpio though. I don't know. I've played around with those.
Well, you know what's interesting? Donald Trump is a Gemini. He was married to a Pisces.
No, Donald Trump's a Leo.
I know, but in Western.
Why are we saying that he's a Gemini to confuse everybody?
I know, his son. But listen how weird this is. His second wife, Marla, was a Scorpio. And now his third wife, Melania, is a Taurus.
Yeah.
And none of them like really go too well with Gemini.
Well, I'd have his son. Well, no, so I'll tell you, I have his son's Baron. And that kid is like a double Pisces Scorpio. He's going to be, yeah.
Oh my God. He's gonna, well, I think, you know, Ivanka Trump, her birthday is October 30th, like me.
I did her chart too.
And she's married to a Capricorn. Do you know that I'm praying to God for a Capricorn, Virgo, or
I need somebody that's exactly me. I need a Scorpio, ascendant, Pisces moon, or reversed, I think.
which one? Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, I think personally I need a like the same signs as me because it's the only person I'm going to be able to trust.
Well, what was your ex? The one that
Which one?
the only one you loved. Come on.
Well,
One.
okay, so he I don't know. He has a lot of planets in one house. So he had Venus and Mars in Scorpio, which is why I liked him so much, I think.
Venus and Mars. The love of my life had his Venus and Scorpio too.
And then
So the love of my life, Sun in Scorpio.
What? Yours? Dipti?
Yeah.
Sun in Scorpio.
And Dipti and we kind of figured this out that my ex Anuj has I probably shouldn't say his name, but I really don't care. He has what does he have? What did we say? He's a Capricorn ascendant, we think.
Yes, and Sun, Moon, Jupiter, Rahu in Sagittarius.
A lot.
Oh my God. So wait, Heidi, yours was a Capricorn ascendant. Mine, Sun and Mars in Capricorn.
Well, see, I think I just like Capricorns because they can be really kind of cold and masculine, and I need masculine energy.
Yes.
I'm pretty masculine enough.
Dipti too, right? Dip.
Exactly.
You like a man, right? A real man.
Because I need to be like put in my place sometimes, you know? I mean, because let's be honest, we test that a little too much. Like, we'll see how far we can get away, or decide.
I need to do them on the way sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's how we realize that they are really masculine or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because we in our everyday life, we're so like men. We go out there, we work our butts off, and then, you know, it's like we want to come home and we want the man to like baby us.
Or not, maybe just not answer any questions. Like the last thing I want to do is figure something out, like where I have to go, or I don't care. Figure it out. We go somewhere, you know?
Thank you.
I'm not a big foodie. I don't really care about doing things like.
Yeah, don't ask me. Just choose the place, you know.
Quite honestly, I'm happy just like sitting at my house reading astrology. So that's why I say I would love to find somebody that's my exact signs. Right? All right. So Sagittarius, Capricorns also, I will say, they're hard workers, and they can really hold a lot in. My mom's got a Capricorn moon, and she is literally probably like the strong, like her whole world could be falling apart, and she's just like, oh, it's gonna work, you know?
Right on. They're steadfast. They're very steadfast, and they're
in the moment.
They're amazing people, man.
They are. Capricorns are. I like Capricorns.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like.
I can't say anything bad about it, Capricorn.
Yeah.
I really can't. I don't know.
They should try and find some time for play. They work a lot. That's the only thing I would say.
Yeah.
True. But sometimes they work too much where they just can avoid their home lives and they can just escape and work. And then they come home and they don't know what to do. Like they're, you know?
Yeah. But I feel like with that, they feel like they're doing something productive. You know, they need to feel and be productive, like they're making some kind of a change.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the work is when through your, you know, work, you do that in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Aquarius.
Yes. Oh my
I tend to really like Aquariuses too for some reason. I'm attracted to Aquariuses. God, I don't know why.
There's just like a boom. You know why? Because we have Uranus, the planet, Aquarius's planet, in our first house.
True, that could be it.
So it's a very natural, because they say whatever planet is in your first house, you're like that sign, right?
Well, and that's our fourth house of like love and, you know, what we like in a way.
The family we create. The fourth house is the family we create in the world, right?
Yeah, but it's also your emotions and your how you think.
Right?
I haven't met too many Aquariuses.
Yeah, you haven't?
No.
All my exes have been Aquariuses.
So if my ex isn't a Capricorn ascendant, he's an Aquarius ascendant.
Yeah.
In Vedic, he's an Aquarius ascendant. Yeah, because Vedic falls back. How many degrees?
Because we don't know his birth time.
Okay.
It's a guess.
I have a range. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, good. Good. It's
All I
close,
have.
close
But his
enough.
chart makes sense either way. So I will say Aquarius is like cars. But the only thing about sometimes Aquarius is they can be very liberal too in that way. Just, you know, like fighting for causes, humanitarian, like, you know, if they believe in something, they can take extremes. I've also noticed they can get their tattoos. They could be a little rebellious side of them too. They're not just
Well,
like
they're a lot like Scorpios.
musicians. Definitely, musicians come out of Aquarius.
Yeah,
A lot of
Bob
musicians,
Marley,
ton of
Bob
musicians.
Marley, Aquarius.
Yeah, I don't do many celebrities. I'm just thinking of like people just charts of I know. Sadabisha, or that's definitely somebody that ends up being musicians.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what else? We're at, God, this is taking forever. Okay, then we're at Pisces.
Well, you know what else with Aquarius is? They're very individualistic, and they like their space a lot.
Yeah.
And
They
Scorpios,
always go back to their exes.
huh?
They always go back to their exes. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't think I like Aquarius. I don't like Aquariuses. I don't think I like Aquarius.
They're conflicted. I think Aquariuses in love are very conflicted because their mind.
Yeah.
They try to detach their hearts from their minds. And Scorpios, we live in our hearts all the time, every day. We're like, how do I feel? If I feel like this person is it, that they're it till the end, like done, you know?
So you know what? Let me ask you. I have to throw this out there. If somebody says this to you, what would you take this? My heart's telling me yes, but my mind's saying no. That's an Aquarius.
Yes. And you know what? They're so crazy that they will pick their mind over.
So that's what my ex just said to me.
Huh?
That's what my ex just said to me. That's why I'm asking you that.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
What does that mean?
Did he choose his mind? That's what Lola's suggesting.
So he'll choose his mind over his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're an air sign. Air signs are here. Water is feelings here. Feelings are the heart. And we live in our hearts. And that's why.
I'm glad you cleared that one up for me. That's good. I'm glad. That's good. Seriously, that's so weird you just said that, because that's exactly what
my Aquarius ex was like, oh, well, my parents want a Catholic Italian girl. And you're not a Catholic Italian girl. And that's going to create way too many problems, because his other ex was Christian Orthodox, like me too. And,
Tell him you could become a Catholic, or you could become a Catholic Italian girl. You just go to the church, go get communized or whatever they call it. I took communion in a Catholic church once, and I didn't know you had to be communized or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just did.
What's next?
They told me.
Pisces.
That's where we hit it. but astrocartography.
Wait, Pisces.
Pisces.
Oh yeah, Pisces. Pisces moon, yeah. Forget about shit. Out there. ADD.
Yeah.
Because it's a 12th house, we forgot about Pisces, I think.
Yep. just shows how detached we are.
They really care. They don't want to hurt anyone. They're very caring.
I don't want to see any animals or anybody suffer ever.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Yeah. They have beautiful eyes, like just like watery. They're very soft. I don't know. They look soft. When you look at them, you're just like, oh.
I don't even know many Pisces ascendants. And actually the one I do, she doesn't really look like that. She looks like a businesswoman.
Yeah.
My other ex that I really got along with as well, who we used to study astrology together, and he lived too far away, and just we're still friends. But Bobby he was in a Pisces Scorpio. He was a Pisces ascendant. So
Wow.
I don't know. I think
Heidi,
Pisces.
do you think that, see, my parents, if you compare their charts, they have like nothing that would align them much, but my mom is an Aries and her Venus is in Taurus. And my dad is a Taurus and his Venus is in Aries.
Do you have their birth times?
I have my mom's, and it's crazy how accurate. I pulled up her chart.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you once, and but anyway, it's the Venuses, I think, that make make it last. Because when you're that attracted and you love someone like that, like anything that happens in the relationship, you can get past, right?
See, I just think it's cultures, to be honest with you. I really do, because I think you can say that about anything, but it just really depends on people. Yes, it depends on that in a way, but then there's another thing that it's going to be dependent on cultures. Like, what we do in America, we just leave. I mean, if it's not good, somebody leaves. It's not, I mean, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but divorce is way more accepted. Like, when I talk to some of my Indian friends or something, they're like, oh no, they look at it, it's like a business.
Thank you. I agree.
Really,
my parents got a divorce for 3 years. They were separated, and there is nothing more devastating than divorce and war that could happen to a person in their life, because literally divorce is the destruction of everything.
yeah.
Nobody wins. So, it's really sad. It's the worst thing that someone could go through.
Yeah. And so here's my parents, right? My parents really didn't have a close relationship.
Yeah.
But they stayed married my entire life. Well, my mom's Capricorn, my mom, they stick that out. They're like soldiers,
Well, my parents got remarried. My parents got remarried.
That's
and my mom said to me, you know what, Lola? I practically grew up with your father. She
Right.
met him at 16, and she said, I would cut off my arm for him, and guess what? He would do the same for me. And you make it work. You know what I mean? I believe in that 100%. You think you're going to find someone else and you think it's going to be better? No, there's a whole other sack of shit that comes with that other person too. Don't you agree? So you might as well work and build something together, and
Yeah.
I kind of believe in that, Lola.
What?
It's so true. I kind of believe in that. I have a theory
Right.
that says that you always meet the same person. You meet the same people.
Wow.
You always meet the same people. You have to go through the same things.
Wow.
You can only move forward once you solve it here with the person that you are with.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's a compromise, right? It's a compromise.
Look at us counseling on relationships, like all of us are some experts. I love it. It's great. I can't counsel. I can tell people if they're a good match or not, but I don't like to give advice because I'm not one to. I'm just not that good. Like I've made a lot of mistakes. Let's put it that way. I've made my fair share of mistakes in relationships. So,
Which is great.
but hey, at least I figured it out before I had kids or anything like that.
Exactly.
And didn't ruin other people's lives. And I had left immediately because I knew my husband like wanted kids immediately, and I wasn't going to do it. So why waste his time to figure myself out?
Exactly.
And even if it could have worked, it was like I just didn't want to take that risk because I know how I get.
Right. Well, we survived.
He might have been a Taurus too.
Wow.
Speaking of.
I just want to say that you girls, like, I'm so proud of you, like how long you've come. We went through like the worst transits of our life.
Yes.
Of our life. Like, it will not get worse than what we went through.
I don't think it's possible.
And like, this is kind of like a celebratory conference where we can say we survived.